kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Alex Smith and the Washington football team taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who's taken a long and courageous road back to the NFL, their veteran quarterback, Alex Smith.
And what a tall order for a quarterback like him. And what I mean by that is, it's one thing to come into the playoffs with 16 starts under your belt and you played every game and had a rhythm. It's quite another when you've played as few as he has so far this season. So he's got to come in here thinking, I'm here to win this game, and transmit that message to his teammates so they have confidence as well. If he exudes the air that, hey, I'm just here trying not to lose it, this team's going to be in trouble.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
from the gun, here's Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. Touchdown, Washington! Steven Sims Jr., 33 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's now shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He's a tackle made by Chase Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is brought in by Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
And 11.
A shotgun snap for Smith. No, it's out. Smith lost it.
Tom Brady sacked. A fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
2-yard line.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Fournette. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 51 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A throw over the middle, taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Washington.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
6-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Open man has got one. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he finds Gronk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we come. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Buccaneers 14. Washington.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deep.
He's got him in. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
The Buccaneer 1st down.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating from the gun, Brady. That is caught.
Take off your helmet and give me.
And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the.
Hey, let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
From the gun on third down, Smith over the middle, open is Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Smith on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Now Brady sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Tressway now. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
20. Washington.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and 1.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Smith to the right side and complete to Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Smith. And that'll be complete to the running back Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. throwing again. Smith looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Smith on third down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off around the 41.
Don't worry
and
about
it's
it,
a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had vision.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Bradley Pinion, the kick.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Washington.
One last throw here for Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
tonight.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10.
Get off the field.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 78 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd right. A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Carson. William Golston in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On Third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Mickens to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Flush to his right. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks nothing.
On 2nd and 12. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Tom Brady sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Oh, the return is Mickens. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 36
The
yard
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 52 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Flushed out right, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term, complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half. What do you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's 17-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, it's Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Complete, he finds Bray. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Brady's throw there complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Again, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. A shotgun give to Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Buccaneers.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Again, Wilson. Incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
Their own 22-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
The 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And now running right through him. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. First and goal.
So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in my broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Buccaneer first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.